Hey guys, this is Paul Eyes Weird here, and this video is going to be an attempt at standalone mission 4 Planes from Hell. I have tried this mission once before, and it went terribly. So I'm going to try it again years later to see if I can do this right. Alright, so I gotta see what I've got here first. Okay, so I have to destroy the ecospheres. Okay. I remember they have quite a few ground attack planes they send after you. So I want to try something out here. I figured if I can upgrade the radars, I would be able to see farther away. This looks like it needs to move up. Yeah, maybe I'm playing a little more into radar than I normally would, I guess. Well, not really. If you see me play hostage games, I crank that radar up a lot. But, it's just so I can see what they have coming sooner, because even though I've got an invasion force and a lot of anti-aircraft, I've got a feeling we're going to be on the defense before I can attack. So this practice run video might be a little bit longer than normal, just because I need to figure out what's going on. So if I remember correctly, I think they come from up here. Alright. I wish I had engineers, actually. And the reason for that is I have all these scouts everywhere, actually. It's kind of weird. A lot of scouts. But the reason I mention engineers is because I could build water platforms and put more anti-aircraft on them, or even just build more AA guns, which I think would make this mission too easy, because you could just put them all around here, just pile it around the ecosphere, like this little island right here, just kind of guard all that. So I have artillery, so I think that might send gunboats. No. So we're known to have an awesome air force. What I need to know is how awesome. Is it like the Great Abandon awesome, where I just got some extra attack? Or what? Because I would love to know. Alright, I'm gonna send these scouts to start scouting. And what I'm gonna do here is actually give these guys boost, because I need to load them onto my transports here. So it looks like I've got to make an assault. And I have a surveyor. So I'm gonna probably need to spot some mines? Maybe? I'm gonna send everything back to try to upgrade it. So let's see how that works out. I'm gonna bring these scouts up. So I'll leave the other two to guard. Alright, so what do I want to upgrade? Is the question here. Oh, I figured I also want to mention something. I'll upload this practice run later. Obviously not right now because I still have to record it, but let me know if you guys want me to shove my face back on the screen again. Because I know with M.A.X it's a little harder to do. But because I have to cover the whole screen and full screen has information on it. But I figured if you guys wanted to see me, I don't know, if putting my face on it maybe would explain it better to you. Or not explain, that sounds so condescending. Oh my god. If putting my face up there would, if I put like hand motions and maybe a picture or something, and I could better demonstrate my strategy or information to you guys, then I guess let me know about that too. Because usually when I say the feedback at the end of the videos, it's pretty much anything. Production value, editing, whatever. My face, I don't know. I'm gonna put this to... I've got less to work here with here. But, so I'll put it to 12 there. Alright, subs. Alright, so I have missile cruisers, so let's do the usual here. Might actually want ammo. I don't know if I'll be able to get my sea transports to the dock in time, or at least have enough time to upgrade it before I have to send it off. So I'm gonna not upgrade, but leave that right there. Actually, I could put this up, just 10 speed. Because that'll be needed to reload, because I have a cargo ship, and I might be fighting more than I plan on. Alright, now definitely the escort. Alright, that should be good. The fighter, if it's chosen, that I know right, I need to do this. There. And air-to-aircraft is just that, really, so. buffer the radar so I can withstand more. Just in case. Alright, so my plan now is to use the submarines to scout out the enemy here. Alright. My only problem is I don't know where their base is. I want to say it's either up here because they have a scout, so it could be here and up here. Maybe over here. It could be on any one of these three main islands. And not knowing does bug me a little there. I'm gonna upgrade this one. It's committing the hangars as a depot. But I will have some extra gold credits coming along slowly, so I need to see what they do. Alright, so that's 11. Alright, so I need more attack on these things for them to work. Alright, good. So I guess a tip right now is if those attack planes have 5 armor and 26 hit points. So that means you would need 31 attack on an anti-air unit to destroy it in 1 hit. So if you want to use 2 hits, then so it'd be 16 minus 5 if you're using just a regular anti-aircraft. You wouldn't kill it in 1 hit. You would need at least, say, 26. So you need at least 18 attack. So because it'd be 18 minus 5 is 13. So you build it up in 2 hits. And for escorts and 31 attack for 1 hit, but if you want to use 2, you need a little more attack. Or another shot, maybe, something like that, Here. Alright, if they're already that close, I don't know how much farther I want to move up. Right, maybe this far. So because of the nature of how granite planes function, I need to be careful here. Of course they have 7 range. Yeah, that's the one thing with the Chosen is that they had I had to spend 23 gold for 1 extra range. They only need to spend 17. I need 68 just for 7. Let's space these submarines out, see what I can find. Because I don't like this at all. They can outrange my fighters. There, I'm putting this here to protect the fighters, because they're gonna need to try to come together and hurt the fighters even more than. Not gonna lie, a little scared. As long as I move slow enough, they can't get me. So I think a lot of this mission looks like it's gonna rely on how you position your land forces to complement your navy, and vice versa. Because if you don't do it right, looks like you're gonna get your butt pounded. Hard. Oh. There goes half my navy. This is why I hate ground attack planes. I mean, if you do it right and you have enough time, you don't have to worry about them at all. And that's also the biggest problem with escorts, is if you move at the wrong time, it's all over. And this is also, in my opinion, what makes the Chosen kind of overpowered, is that if you can get your 8 units plan out really quickly, is that you can pretty much, because escorts, they have to move. And I can understand how, if in a weird way, from a designer perspective, what if escorts are allowed to keep their shot while moving? That could effectively, in sort of a way, cut off aircraft from certain zones, because they could keep moving, shoot, and no problem. But also at the same time, because they lose their shot as soon as they move, and you're up against overpowered, not really overpowered, but powerful ground attack planes, then you're gonna have a problem, because I don't have any missile cruisers anymore, and I think the mission's almost over right now, actually. Because I have nothing to go on. I think I just break that connector. So actually not even sure what I want to do here. Because it feels like I'm already screwed. Because it takes at least 2 shots. I think that's why I have all the scouts, is in case of they're sending a lot of scouts. Alright, so new strategy. If you have if you can try to get your anti-aircraft to 11 range or 10 range, because then you can do cool shit like that. But I've got a feeling I've got like 50 more ground attack planes ready to show up. Okay, so it's this island over here and probably that one. Alright, so you need 21 attack at least to destroy the fighters in one hit. Alright, got it. So if you want to destroy these in one hit, 21 attack. If you want to destroy these in 2 hits, 18 attack. But I recommend, so anti-aircraft guns over time, not all at once. You want most of your initial upgrades to try to go into your navy and some of your lane units to support your base and navy. So over time you want this to be 10 range first, or 20 range first. Try to get 20 range and 11 range, preferably as soon as possible. I know it's not 100% easy to figure out how. It's still a practice run myself, but if I can get that to 22, I can take out those fighters in one hit. And that will be perfect. Because these can shut that down. Yeah, you do. Alright. Yeah, because I don't have any missile cruisers anymore. Now I'm just trying to see if there's anything over here. Oh great, they can just keep manufacturing it. But I found the ecosphere. Or a ecosphere at least. Oh, I can actually destroy this bridge. Can I destroy this bridge in a shot? Nope, I need 2. So I can do that. I can cut this off so they have to rebuild. Because right here, I can do this. No more power. I know this explores the island. Let's see what else I can find. Alright, yeah, I'm a missile cruiser, so I think I've actually already failed. So at this point, I'm just trying to gather information. I need to know what I'm up against. It's not like for future reference. I'm not getting annihilated. If I need those missile cruisers to do anything, I can also use the submarines to do stuff like that. Defense bridge. Disconnect the shipyards because very good. These are firing back. Increase range is helping. So it looks like I need to get them to throw their aircraft into me, because that's going to be my best shot. And right now, the situation I'm in, I need to let these escorts hold still, because if I move, I'm kind of donezo if that's the case. There. Those tanks should do it. Alright, 22 attack. Fighters are down in one hit. Oh. So I think actually leaving him his spot was the best idea, because now I've effectively failed the mission. So I should have just left him right there. Because they're just going to throw their aircraft into me because they can't see what an A.W.A.C. Gotta see what else I can disrupt around here. Alright, so now they can't put any land units here. Oh yeah, they're keeping their units out there. I'm thinking 9 range actually? How much would that be? 31. Okay. Maybe. Because right now, with all the turrets, no way I'm going to be able to do this without the missile cruisers. Well, I wonder if they can actually get to it. They'll send someone back here. They probably will. Yeah, so I had the tanks there. Yeah. Alright. But I did 13 shot, right? Okay. Got it. I'm trying to find if there's any base, like, defenses or buildings over there. Oh, and they have gold refineries too. Okay, good, good, good. So I'm gonna upgrade the range. And I'm gonna slowly start sending these escorts back in. And we'll see how that goes. So I still need 60, how much range? 60A if I want to fight the fighters. Even then, I still have to sacrifice one. Alright, so I have 3 over there. Because in a way, I feel like the AI could just win these scenarios way easier. Because of how the escorts work, if escorts even got remotely too close outside of the anti-aircraft gun range, or I focused too much resources into that, they could just sit there, because the escorts have to move closer, they could attack my escorts and it'd be over. So this mission almost relies on the AI messing up, basically. Which isn't a good thing. Alright, so there's one ecosphere there. I think it's the same one I saw already, so the other one might be up here somewhere. So also by watching, ooh, they have most of their power on the west side. Which might be harder to exploit because, well, I have to go all the way around and I don't want to split my forces. Alright, so it looks like there might be nothing here. I don't want to spend all my time searching, so I might have to not search the back here. But yeah, so also with that missile cruisers being destroyed, you can lose almost everything in an instant on this mission. So if you lose your missile cruisers, unless you can make your tanks somehow do the job and sneak them past your, have sea transports survive and land in certain areas, then I highly doubt if you don't have missile cruisers you can't do this scenario. Kind of like how self-required requires submarines to do it. Okay, all of the power generate stations are back here. Okay, that's good. Alright, it's actually good to know. I want to check if they've reconnected their Oh great, they had submarines sent out. So I need my submarines to still guard my base, I guess. Great. That's always fun. Alright, so I really need the submarines just to move there very quickly. Of course. I'm going to have to move them away, because if I move them there, they're going to get shot. Alright, so move quickly, because they could... And also, that's the other thing. I don't know how fast they can build. So they could be rushing submarines at 3 turns. And by the time they get there, it'd be too late. The best shot would be just to cut off some of these supplies right here, so. There. Alright, so there's one ecosphere probably over here. There's one right here. And there's one over here. That we can know. the hell is that drive-by? That was like a drive-by, it fired and just kept going. Okay. Basically bloopers. Drive-by shootings. I'm just gonna move them away because this is just an information gathering mission right now. Alright, so I need to figure out if they still have this powered. So I hope that's not another ecosphere. Alright, I'm gonna keep circling the area and see what I can figure out. Why are those driving into my base like that? Oh, because they're trying to take down my fighter. There. The submarine's gotta come around here eventually. I know it will. Yep. Alright, so they do have engineers. Yep, because there's one right there. Oh, stay on the coast, you Well, there's my naval force. So far, everything here turned into a disaster. Also, I love how unguarded part of my base is. Because they can just walk around and just go right in here. There's nothing stopping them. Right, maybe if I get some bait. Alright, so I need to keep submarines patrolling here to take this out. I think that's where most of my submarine efforts will be going. Just to deal with that. Because I don't want them to make any more counter units in place. Alright. Alright, so guys, you just watched that fun failure right there. So I'm going to save that as its own kind of clip. And then try it again and see if I can do it right. So what I've learned is that kind of similar to the third mission, you do need to also manage your gold upgrades after you upgrade them the first time. But the problem is, compared to the third mission, is that this mission you have to deal with having escorts, which are kind of reliable, but at other times they're not that reliable. And then you have to worry about your fighters, which you need to kill their fighters, but their fighters already have 7 range and more health and everything, so you have to spend your gold to counter the advantages that they already have. And also that they built submarines and potentially even built corvettes on you. So also you have to race to their shipyard, which they're based on the center island. I don't know if they have some fixed defenses around it, but and they have some like scouts on other islands, but I don't think they have bases there. So don't be surprised if a submarine pops up on you, because you're not allowed to get corvettes. So basically you get a free shot there. Those ground attack planes are monstrous, and you really need to be careful. Because not only do you have to deal with the fact that they can keep producing them, so you have to also move up while choosing when to leave your escorts still and when to move them. And also protect your missile cruisers, because the ground attack planes will just come in and just blow them up. So this is a mission where you really have to do the slow and steady approach, because if you go even just fast enough, and you lose everything like I did back there. So, and also another tip is, I guess, the mobile anti-aircraft guns will be the primary means of protecting your base. So you want to make sure they're upgraded enough, a little bit initially, and then also over time, because it takes a few turns before they even could get in possible range, or the ground attack planes could even get in range. So you don't need to upgrade it, or not put gold credits in it right then, but you will need to save. Actually, hold on. You can find that out right now. You will need to save $34 gold, $17 gold for the 20 attack to kill the ground attack planes in 2 hits, and $17, $39, $50, $73 gold total to reach what you want to make sure they can protect your island well enough. Alright. So, I guess that's kind of the practice run for the 4th mission. Hopefully some of the tips I gave and what you've witnessed is what you should try to do and what you should try not to do. And as always, if you guys have any feedback or feedback of any kind, just let me know through comments and messages and whatnot. And otherwise, this has been Holden or Eyes Weird. I will see you guys when I actually complete this mission. Yeah, just kidding. Next time.